Chapter number 5, Capital Budgeting Techniques. Investors estimate the worth of new investment project using capital budgeting. Payback period, internal rate of return, and net present value are the three method of selections that are most frequently used. Payback period, it helps to calculate how long it would take business to generate enough cash flows to recoup the initial investment. Internal rate of return, the predicted return on the project is measured by the internal rate of return. If it exceeds the cost of capital, the project is good. Net present value, compare the project's profitability against the alternatives and is likely the most useful of three techniques. Net present value. Net present value is used to evaluate the current worth of the future stream of payment from the company, project, or investment. You must predict the timing size of cash flows in order to determine NPV, or you must choose the discount rate that is equal to the minimum rate of return. Your cost of capital or the reward offered by the substitute investment will equivalent and this may be reflected in discount rate. Positive NPV indicate that the rate of return on a project or investment will be higher than the discount rate. If there was cash flow from a project that will be paid 1 year from now, then the calculation for the net present value of the project is as follows. NPV is equal to summation R divided by 1 plus R minus initial investment. R is the estimated net cash flows for the first ith period. R is the required rate of return per period, and the N is the life of the project in month, year, etc. Profitability index. The profitability index quantifies the allure of a project or investment. The present value of the anticipated cash flow is divided by the project's original investment to determine the PI. A PI of at least 1.0 is considered to be decent investment with high level, indicating more alluring enterprises. Only project with the greatest PI should be completed when there are capital limits and the project that cannot be done simultaneously. Profitability index can be computed using the following ratio. Profitability index is equal to present value of future cash flows divided by initial investment. Payback period. The payback period is the time required to recoup the cost of investment of the amount of time required for an investor to break even. Long payback times are unfavorable, whereas short paybacks make investment more appealing. Divide the investment amount by the yearly cash flows to determine the payback time. The payback period is the factor that account and fund manager consider when they deciding whether to proceed with an investment. The payback period's disregard for the time worth of money is one of the its drawback. Investor, financial expert, and business frequently utilize the payback time as way to estimate investment return. You can figure out the payback period by using following formula. Payback period is equal to cost of investment divided by average annual cash flows. Internal rate of return. The predicted yearly rate of growth from an investment is known as internal rate of return. Similarly, how to get net present value is determined. IR does so by setting NVP to 0. The ultimate objective of IRP is to determine the rate of discount which brings the initial net cash expenditures for the investment to the present value of the total of its initial normal yearly cash flows. IRR is the best tool for examining capital budgeting project in order to comprehend and contrast the probably annual rate of return over time. Formula for calculation of IRR: 0 is equal to NPV summation CT divided by 1 plus IRR part T minus C naught, where CT is equal to net cash flows during period T, C naught is equal to total initial investment cost, IRR is equal to internal rate of return, and T is equal to number of time